Hi everybody, this is Jen, and this is our first video for Girl Don't Panic, and I am coming from the company and channel of Trilight, which I run with my sister Linda, and I just want to introduce you to what we'd really like to create on this YouTube channel, and the reasons behind it. So it's a quick introduction. I'm in my 47th year. I've been doing tarot and oracle since I was 16. Obviously tarot before the oracle. And I am a Reiki master, crystal therapist, angel intuitive, calling in one coach, doing NLP coaching in hypnosis right now. And I am struggling to get everything that I want to have done in my life. And I also was a nurse, an RPN, registered practical nurse in Canada. That they have different names for it, that's why I'm saying it, in different provinces in different countries. And my specialty was kids with severe disabilities. So I am, well, an expert on what it is that you need to take care of your body, and, you know, just normal daily life. I've done it for people. I've done their ADLs, their activities of daily living endlessly. But I still continue to have difficulty showing up for myself. So I stopped nursing because I developed rheumatoid arthritis. And then with time of chronic pain, anxiety, panic attacks, and of course depression. And so it's like this great big nasty cycle. And when you're trying to help yourself, let alone trying to help someone else, it's really hard when you know better. And so you're like eating yourself in your head. Like we always say that what you say to yourself is always a million times worse than anything you would say to somebody else. And it most definitely is true. So the whole concept behind this YouTube channel was to introduce and get other people acquainted with different complementary therapies. So I call them complementary therapies, not alternative medicine, because I believe that there's a place for all of it to work together. And just like all people in the world, if we would work together and do what's best for each of us, then it would be better than trying to say, I know better, you know better. But doing this in a way that is safe, that talks about side effects, possible contradictions, things so that you can make an educated choice when you're looking at these different things to do. I know that as a person, making informed decisions regarding my life is really important. And I believe it's essential when we're looking at, you know, living your best life, living to your highest purpose here. So I'm going to read our mission statement, and then I'm going to explain part of the reason that we wrote what we wrote. So our mission is to introduce and implement the tools of complementary therapies correctly and consistently, for the betterment of ourselves, our clients, and ultimately all of humanity, because I believe we're all connected. So when we help ourselves, or when we heal ourselves in this life, it actually vibrates back up the ancestral tree. So by helping ourselves on the inside, we help ourselves on the outside. By fixing the relationship that we have with ourselves, we actually fix the other relationships that we have with other people. And of course, it's the consistency. So I know what I'm doing, but it's showing up for myself. And I think if you talk to a lot of other people that are in the healing industry, we tend to really be afraid that we're hypocrites, because We give people all of this information, all of this knowledge, and say, okay, you can do this, 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 and this, and it'll help. But we don't necessarily step up and do the same thing for ourselves. And that's the hypocritical part. It's the consistency. It's not, it's making sure that we're not bailing on who we need to be for ourselves. And so partly I want to introduce you to complementary therapies. Partly I want to play with cards because they are one of the most amazing and easiest ways to introduce spirit to people. Pendulums are another thing that I find that blow people's minds. And it's amazing. It's like really firming up that connection between the divine and you. And whether you want to use the word universe, God, it doesn't matter. I'm one of those people that believes that there's truth and there's help in all faiths. So substitute words, please. Anyhow, but then what happened was I was struggling. And so instead of this channel simply being about doing readings for people and boosting our business, the trilite part, and introducing complementary therapies, it became the concept of maybe if I can show up for you, if I can be loyal and follow through for others, then why not make myself accountable, doing the right things in my own life in a transparent way so that I have to show up for myself because I've promised to show up for you. So this is an experiment, and I can promise you some days I'm going to show up and I'm going to be awesome, or at least I'm going to try to look like I'm being awesome. But there's other days I'm going to show up and I'm going to be a bag of dirt because the unpredictability of living with rheumatoid arthritis is just one of those things. It zaps you for no apparent reason, and you can be perfectly fine 1 hour or one day, and the next you can't even get out of bed. So it's going to be a journey, and I know that my life back to what I want it to be, back to who Jen is going to be a journey. But if you're willing to, and if you want to, I'm willing to do this journey with you. So to start, I would really like to pull a card for us. And I didn't grab my reading glasses, so hopefully I'll be able to read this just fine for us. So, Papa, angels, ascended masters, and fairies, please help us to determine what it is that we need to know. Now, this deck is, I can't remember what the title is, but it's like Love Messages from the Divine, and it's by Colette Baron-Reid. It's one of my favorite decks because it has these sweet little messages that we all need. Okay, so this is the front of our postcard. It's got a cute little bunny, which I love because, well, first of all, I'm a bunny. And it says, "Dearest you." So this is our message. So anybody that sees this, at any time you see this, this applies to you as it applies to me today. So, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways that you cannot possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later, when you really are ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self. With desires are unmet, now is the time, now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In this unknown space, this uncharted place of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, and is made new and is given new hope. Loving you always. Well, isn't that amazing? So this learning to do things and learning to do it in a new way. So I've been trying to blog for a while, and I love writing short stories. I've actually been part of a blog before, and so that was my plan, but it just didn't seem to kick off, didn't seem to work. There was always a reason, a rationale, an excuse why it didn't come to be. And then I was remembering a conversation I had with a very good friend of mine, and she said that somehow when I talk to people, that it elicits, it helps them feel better. It connects in a way that I don't think my words do when they're written on paper. So we thought maybe this is a better way to do it. And so that's what we're going to do. And I'm hoping that you'll come along. We decided to do it today because today is the new moon in Leo. And it hits in my 6th house and in my 10th house. So 10th house is all about career. 6th house is all about taking care of yourself and in your home, which is exactly what all of this is about for me. So it's really nice to meet you, and I hope that this is the beginning of a long, wonderful relationship. Sending angel blessings to everyone and anyone whenever you see this. Take care and lots of love.